Hey gang, it's JC, and this is the Daily Dose for Thursday, February 14th, Valentine's Day 2013, a combined venture with Mind Active in beautiful downtown Clayton. We have great television archives up top. We have JC's eye candy right below. We'll get to that in a little while. And down in the corner, the results of our rock and roll poll, which the question was last week, there's increasing talk of moving the Super Bowl. You know, people want to have big parties, and the game's not over until 9 or 9:30. Now you get the post-game stuff. Then they try to tack on some big debut of a television show, and then people have to go to work on Monday. And people say, well, why don't you just do this on Saturday? And there are other people who say, no. You got a good thing going. Don't mess with tradition. 76% of you said, put the game on Saturday. It's a great idea. Things are tough the way they are now. 16% of you are traditionalists, and 7% of you say, what? And cut the 2-week-long hype short by one day? Yeah. I love the wise guys out there. All right, here's our rock and roll poll. And again, it's a football-related question. I hate to have all these things be about sports, but these are good questions, I think, and I think we have a good one today. There was no football last weekend for the first time in 6 months. So, what did you do with the time? A, I wasted time. B, spent it with the family. C, watched other sports on TV. D, got things done around the house. E, I don't watch football so it doesn't affect me. Or F, other. How did you spend all that time last Sunday that you would have normally spent watching football? Please answer down in the corner. We'll have results for you on Monday. We update the Daily Dose here on Mondays and Thursdays at jcontheline.com. And I'm always pasting. Well, I'm sometimes pasting on Facebook at the Showgram with JC Corcoran. Guess how long it'll be before I take another cruise? Now, I've never taken a Carnival cruise. I've taken 2 other cruises. Never again. I've seen enough. Forget it. All right, so you had the Mormons scaring the hell out of everybody, insisting that the world was coming to an end. You had the Mayans, who unwittingly did it too, and then people last year were like, oh my God, the world's going to end, the world's going to end, and people sort of treated that seriously, even though there wasn't any reason in the world to treat either one of those things seriously. So what do we have now? Tomorrow, Friday, we have an asteroid, a 150-foot asteroid going by, 17,000 miles from Earth. That's nothing in the grand scheme of things. Are you kidding? That's underneath the track of where all the satellites are. That's how close this thing's going to be. You know? And by the way, we're all completely sure they're right. In the event that they're wrong and the world ends tomorrow, Kate Upton. An amazing physical specimen. You sort of look at you, well, how is that even possible? I'm also really, really sorry that I listened to her talk. You know, sort of ruined everything. Saturday Night Live. I've been banging on this drum for a while. Boy, do they have a good cast right now. Gosh, are they good. And I'm very high on this Cecily Strong. She has a character on the show called The Girl at the Party You Wish You Hadn't Started a Conversation With. It is a terrific character they do during weekend updates sometimes. But I am telling you, I've been telling you about this since last fall when I saw him for the first time. Watch this Taran Killam. Actually, it's a year ago that I first saw him, because he's in his 2nd season right now. Taran Killam. Watch this guy. I'm telling you, you could be looking at the next big superstar. You know, normally there's like a gestation period. You know, people have to sort of get used to the surroundings. And this Taran Killam, from the moment he hit the screen last season, boom, right there the whole time. Keep your eye on this guy. The Pope. All right, so we all know he's infallible when he's the Pope. All right, so now you get this thing that has happened for the first time in like 700 years, where the Pope says, nah, I've had enough. Pulls a Sarah Palin. No mas, no mas. So now he's going to go live in the guest house. My question is he still going to be infallible? Nobody has answered this question sufficiently for me. Okay, so he's a... Somebody knows, please let me know. Bree Smith, the darling and very sexy and voluptuous Channel 5 weather forecaster, is having a baby. And we went into her pizza place the other day. It's called Twin Oak on South Hamley. And I've been hearing about this place for a while. I heard the pizza was really good. Well, it's a big place, by the way. Very kid-friendly, very clean, great service. The pizza was fabulous. I mean, it was really, really good. And I'd be saying that even if she didn't have Zooms, which are going to get bigger now because she's pregnant. She's a very, very sweet girl, by the way. I shouldn't have said that. And she's married and the whole thing, and she's with child. What's wrong with me? I should be ashamed of myself. What's wrong? I hate bad guys, And I like to see people busted who are stealing money from us and ripping us off and ripping off consumers and people who are engaged in crooked business practices. I love when those guys get caught. However, lately I've almost been rooting for the bad guys when two people on TV who call themselves investigative reporters, investigative journalists, are involved. These are they're really more like a camera hogging sensationalists trying to over sensationalize everything that they do. One of them is on Channel 5. His name is Mike Rush. Okay, but the guy who is really asking for it is this guy on Channel 4, Chris Nagus. All right, he is so unnecessarily confrontational. All right, it's a bad guy. Okay, but is it your job to be the judge and jury, or is it your job to report? Okay, this guy is so unnecessarily confrontational in his stories that it is only a matter of time before somebody puts this guy's lights out. And when it happens, I don't want anybody at Channel 4 or anybody in the Nagus family to be surprised, because somebody is going to punch this kid in the throat and it's going to be lights out. And he will have had it coming. I got good news and bad news. The good news, air travel never been safer. As of today, your odds of dying in a plane crash are down to 1 in 45 million. That's the good news. The bad news is there have been more shark attacks in the United States than at any time in history. A 12-year high, at least put it that way. 53 shark attacks, only 80 worldwide. Experts say the shark attacks are generally tied to the number of people participating in water sports, especially surfing, and those sports are becoming more popular. The staffing company Office Team surveyed HR managers around the country, and they basically said, "What's the dumbest thing anybody's ever said to you in a job interview?" Here are some of the highlights. Can I have a desk near the cafeteria? Do you allow midday naps? Do you want to take a ride in my new car? What are the women who work here like? Is the boss single? Can I have 3 weeks off every month to pursue my music career? And would you consider going on a date with me? Steve Martin, how about this? 67 years old, wife, 41. By the way, looks like a little nerdier version of Tina Fey, but attractive in her own way. Having a baby, 67. Steve Martin will have been his first. Everybody's always looking for the next big thing, because you got Valentine's Day here as we record this today on the 14th. Well, feed me. What's next? What's the next big thing I get to celebrate? Do I get a day off? Is there anything fun coming up? All right. 10 days until the Oscars. You got that. 24 days until Daylight Savings Time begins. 31 days until St. Patrick's Day, and then right after you got Opening Day, which is maybe the best holiday of them all around these parts. You want to feel old? It was 21 years ago today, in 1992, that Wayne's World, the movie, debuted in movie theaters. Mike Myers and Dana Carvey. 21 years ago. You want to feel old again? Michael J. Fox recently turned 50, and Michael Gross sent him a card that basically said, "Congratulations on turning 50, Michael. You're now 15 years older than I was when I began playing your dad on Family Ties." Ow! All right, there's a music video that's out there right now. It's a Spanish band called Patax, P-A-T-A-X, or Patax, or at this point I don't care anymore. Anyhow, it's not because of the music that this music video has really gone viral. It's because their video has their percussionist playing along to the song by slapping the bare backsides of 4 women who are bent over in front of him. You might want to watch it, might give you some ideas for Valentine's Day. All right, again, our rock and roll poll question, JC's Eye Candy, it's right over there, or over there. Yeah, it's down there, yeah. What did you do with all your spare time last Sunday when you would have been watching football, but there was no football? Our rock and roll poll question, please answer down in the corner. We update on Mondays and Thursdays. We'll talk to you again on Monday, and that's it, the Daily Dose for Thursday, February 14th, 2013, a combined venture with Mind Active in beautiful downtown Clayton. And in the meantime, we've beaten this one to death. Have a good one. See you later. Bye.